Welcome back to the 49ers Gold Mine. I'm Steven Miranda.
I'm Jeff Ellis. It is Tuesday, December 20th, 2011.
Today, Jeff, we're going to look back at the Monday Night Football blowout of the Pittsburgh Steelers in the dark.
It was a blowout of a transformer. It was a blowout of a football game, and we're still a little blurry-eyed getting back in the middle of the night.
We are, Jeffrey. Then we'll bring you an injury report from 49 Centennial Boulevard.
And finally, we'll look ahead to the preview of the big game in the Emerald City against this divisional rival, Seattle Seahawks. And they're hot.
All right, they're a little.
They're warm, man.
They're lukewarm.
So our Monday night blowout over the Pittsburgh Steelers left it in the dark.
Yeah, well, here's the deal. Jeffrey and I were actually at this game in the press box. We'd been sitting down for maybe 10 minutes, if that.
I had 2 bites of my macaroni and cheese and salad.
Boom. All of a sudden, the power is dark. I'm talking about it was pitch black. You couldn't see anything. Couldn't barely see the guy sitting next to you.
Once your eyes got acclimated and your pupils started to dilate up, you started to realize that it wasn't completely dark outside yet. So above the stadium, you could see the dimmest hint of what was left of the horizon.
That's right. And here's the deal. What we found out afterwards is that the transformer outside the stadium blew, and city engineers, boom, jumped in, and within 10 to 15 minutes had restored power back to the stadium. But just when you thought everything was good, the game started, everything was played.
Second quarter going on, and we're in a commercial timeout. We come out of the commercial timeout, and
boom! There you go.
Just like that. Ultra base again.
Here you go. The players were just kind of sitting around. Here's some Steeler players kneeling with Coach Tomlin trying to find out what they were doing.
There's a lot. It was pretty crazy. Players trying to stay loose. Announcers trying to figure out what to do. ESPN had their backup generator. We talked to their crew, and their guys in the truck had no idea because their backup generator kicked in immediately.
Yeah.
They didn't know that nobody else could see anything.
They didn't lose any power. So
some people have theory. We have conspiracy theories here. We have James Harrison who says, if I don't get to play in this game, nobody gets to play in this game.
That's right. He did have some fun with that tweet. But bottom line, when the power was restored and the game kicked on, the San Francisco 49ers
kicked it.
Took care of business, Jeffrey. 20-3 beatdown of the Pittsburgh Steelers. Defense was on fire. Offense was on fire. And at the end of the day, Ben Roethlisberger probably shouldn't have been on the football field.
He shouldn't have been on the field at all. Mike Tomlin needed to come in here and take control. When you've got a quarterback that's a warrior, and he'll go out there and play no matter what, then you need to step up as the coach. You need to do the right thing and what's in the best interest of the team and get him off the field. He was a statue out there. Yeah, he threw for over 300 yards with his arm. He's best at extending plays with his legs.
The Pittsburgh Steelers and Ben Roethlisberger had 4 turnovers. He threw 3 interceptions, and he had a fumble. And here's the deal. Why the 49ers won this game big? They scored 13 points off those turnovers. Last week when they lost to the Cardinals, they had 3 turnovers, but they only got 3 points. So there's a big difference there. They played some good football, and that means that they are still in the hunt for the number 2 seed there in the NFC.
Steve and I have a fun video that we went around and compiled some audio clips from all the players afterward in the locker room, asking them what they want for Christmas. To a man, I want a 1 seed, I want a 2 seed. I want 2 more wins.
I want Super Bowl championship.
I want a Super Bowl ring.
So we're going to have that shortly out on our website for you to come and take a look at. That was a lot of fun.
Injury update from 49 Centennial Boulevard.
Joe Staley can't catch a break, man.
Dude, the guy, he comes off a concussion. He gets cleared to play in the game. And on one of the Ben Roethlisberger sacks, one of the 3 sacks of Roethlisberger, he hurts his leg near the end of the game. He's going to be evaluated in his day-to-day.
That's right. Going through an MRI today, and we'll find out more as the week progresses. Frank Gore looked good. He popped up and played.
Rushed for 63 yards last night.
66 yards.
Against one of the best running defenses in the league.
And he had a rushing touchdown late in the 4th quarter, which pretty much put the nail in the coffin there on the Pittsburgh.
This was a little suspicious to me, Steven, is that Braylon Edwards was ruled inactive for the game, and when Coach was asked about it in his press conference, he was very vague in how he handled that.
Vague, okay, that's a good word.
Elusive?
More elusive. Didn't really want to ask, but he was inactive. He had been suffering with a knee injury all week long. He didn't participate in a couple practices. And look, when Coach was asked, he's like, look, we needed to get the guys on the field that we knew were going to help us.
We thought that Ginn, Davis, and Crabtree gave us the best chance of winning. When you're keeping Braylon Edwards out of a game on purpose, There's a reason.
Yeah, he probably was not ready to go.
I think
Now,
it's discipline.
Jeffrey, let's take a look to Christmas Eve, where the San Francisco 49ers fly up north to face the Seattle Seahawks.
There is not a worse time to go into the Emerald City right now. This team is red hot. They still have a reasonable shot of making the postseason as a wild card team.
After Monday night, I have no doubts. San Francisco goes up to Seattle, and last time in week 1 they beat them 33-17. This time it's even worse. I'm talking about a 35-10 beat down at Seattle. Seattle. I'm not slowing down. I'm not afraid of the Seahawks. They've whooped up on a Chicago Bears team that had no quarterback and no running back. They beat up on a Rams team that everybody and their dogs beating up on. Seattle ain't nothing, and the Niners are going to prove that with the defense. They're going to take it to the Seahawks.
Steven, I'm with you in principle. 21-10. That's all I'm saying. 21-10.
Beat down.
But, yeah, not his crazy sauce.
You know what? I was there with my own eyes witnessing
when the lights
Niners.
were on, yeah. We're out of here for the 49ers Gold Mine. I'm Jeff Ellis.
And I'm Steven Miranda.